Hello friends, and welcome back to another virtual story time with Miss Liz. Today we are reading a mystery book. If you are watching this virtual story time, I bet that you like to read. And if you like to read, I bet that you have some books at your house. And if you have some books at your house, maybe something mysterious has happened to your books, just like what happens in this story. This tale is called Where Are My Books? It's by Debbie Ridpath Ohi. And we're going to find out together whatever happened to this kid's books. Here we go. Where Are My Books? By Debbie Ridpath Ohi, published by Simon Schuster. This is Spencer. Spencer loved books. His favorite bedtime book was Night Night Narwhal. Look, here he has his narwhal book and a narwhal stuffed animal. That's pretty cool. Sometimes he read the book aloud. Here he is with one of his family members reading the book before bed. Every night, Spencer put the book back where it belonged, on his bookshelf. That way, he'd always be able to find it. Until one morning, where is my book? Night Night Narwhal was not on the shelf in its place. Spencer looked everywhere. Here he is looking under the bed, but it was no use. Night Night Narwhal was gone. Here Spencer is hugging his narwhal toy and looking distressed. That evening, he chose Tenacious Todd. It was a book about a frog, and it was okay. But Todd was a toad, and toads were amphibians, and amphibian books were supposed to be for right after lunch story time. Seems like Spencer really had a routine for when he liked to read his books. Oh my goodness, when Spencer woke up the next morning, Tenacious Todd was also gone. And every morning after that, another book went missing. Next to go was Send in the Clownfish, and then Beluga Beluga vanished, and Sea Monkey and Bob went missing. Things were getting out of hand, and Spencer vowed to find out what was going on. Now, do you notice every time a book disappears, a small object takes its place, like a flower or a screw? What is happening? Why are these things replacing Spencer's books on the bookshelf? His father did not know what happened to Night Night Narwhal, but it looks like his father's wondering where his flowers are going. Spencer's mother had no idea either. She hadn't seen Tenacious Todd, Send in the Clownfish, Beluga Beluga, or any of Spencer's other missing books. But it seems like some of her screws might have been missing. That left only one person as a suspect. Where are my books? Spencer asked his younger sister. He yelled at her and she cried and dropped her stuffed bunny. Uh-oh. Looks like Spencer had to have a tea party with his sister because he had been a little bit unkind. It was time for a new plan. That night, Spencer set a trap with his copy of Space Frog Sam. It looks like that's his last book left. He tied string around it, tied string around his narwhal, and fell asleep with the narwhal in his arms, attached to his copy of Space Frog Sam. Is he going to catch the thief? The next morning, Spencer woke up to see his narwhal toy flying out the window and around the corner. Something was taking the book and he was following the evidence. It was time for Spencer to get his books back. Who do you think may be taking Spencer's books? Where are my books? Shouted Spencer as he followed a furry creature. I think we're going to find out on the next page who's been taking Spencer's books. Spencer ran faster. The thief was just around the corner. Aha, he said. That's my book. Look closer. What do you see? A squirrel with glasses on reading a book to some other squirrels. It looks like we found the thieves. Spencer didn't know squirrels like to read. Look, there are all of Spencer's missing books. Night Night Narwhal, Tenacious Todd, and all the other books that were missing. Spencer had a great idea. Spencer told the squirrels they could borrow his books. Yay, they said. But there would be rules, he said. Just like the library, they had to return the books they borrowed before they borrowed more. But they didn't need to leave anything behind. So see, it was the squirrels who were leaving the flowers and the screws in exchange for the books. So now Spencer's going to make his very own library so the squirrels could read. Spencer even helped the squirrels pick out their first book. And he chose one for himself too. I think that is a great ending to the story. Instead of being upset, Spencer found a way to make sure everybody was happy and the squirrels were able to read books. Spencer chose a book for himself and he promised to read it aloud. So here's Spencer, Spencer's sister, and all the squirrels listening to the story while Spencer's parents look on thinking, what on earth is going on in that room? See them here? Well, I just love the ending to that story. And here we see on the last page, Spencer hugging his book and the squirrels happily dancing around him. That is the end of the story. So we solved the mystery of where Spencer's books were going. Now, if you're missing any books, I'm not sure you're going to find them with any squirrels in your yard, but may I suggest looking under the couch or perhaps behind your bed. Thank you all for reading with me today, and I will see you tomorrow for more great books. Thanks for watching.